Hey everyone, today I want to talk about people thinking that eating well and good food is just for rich people or the elite. Eating well and trying to take care of yourself should be for anybody and everybody. Sometimes fruit and vegetables can get expensive, but you got to remember, when we talk about the ideal best scenario, your best scenario is buying organic, of course, and buying it locally grown, or growing it yourself and very fresh, as fresh as it can basically get or be. That's your ideal scenario. However, we need to remember that just because we can't afford, or we don't have the ability, or we can't get it like locally, doesn't mean all of it should get cut out. So say a non-organic item is still better than not buying it at all. I guess kind of all over the place with this video, but I guess what I want to say is there's like a level of different stuff, obviously. So your top level would be fresh, organic, locally grown. Then below that would be locally grown and fresh but not organic, and then below that would be just regular, buying sort of fresh but maybe it's not local or something. And then below that would be something, say, frozen. The take on this is I want to encourage you to have fruit and vegetables, in your diet, regardless of whatever they are. So if you say, I can't afford that local organic, spinach, so I'm not going to get it, I encourage you to find what level you can get. Even if it's frozen spinach and you say frozen spinach, that's still going to be better than not buying any vegetables at all whatsoever. So just look for stuff that's in season and just buy what you can. If you got to buy frozen peas and frozen spinach, buy that. And that's better than not having any vegetables at all. The other thing too is, I just did a video about cooking beans, and beans, they're cheap. They're super cheap. I mean, even if you buy canned beans, you can find canned beans that are cheap. But if you make them yourself, like I did, you can get a ton of beans for really cheap. Everybody can afford, like the beans, and rice, lentils. So, as far as a good quality diet, it just we're talking about a lot of different things: beans and rice and fruits and vegetables. So there's a lot of different things that you can be healthy and buy. So I encourage you also to shop around. Don't just be focused on one store to get stuff. Try going in different areas, and shopping around a little bit. Maybe you shop at 3 or 4 different stores for the week. This place has cheap vegetables, this place has cheap fruits, this place has your rice and your beans. Do some of that homework. Sometimes you can hit a farmer's market. And especially, towards the end of the day of the farmer's market, they want to get rid of this stuff. They don't want to try and take that stuff back. So they'll start knocking down prices, 2-for-1s, whatever. So I encourage you to go that route as well. And the other thing too is, there's a lot of people that have citrus fruits that are growing just, around, lemons and oranges and grapefruits. And maybe you knock on their door if there's, they're falling on the ground and they got a huge tree in the front yard or something, and say, hey, are you eating all these? You mind if I, take a few handfuls or a bag or something? Most of the time, I'm sure that the people will be totally cool with that and really be, helpful. You're kind of helping them out too, because if they don't really eat them, or they don't eat that many, what are they going to do with them? Throw them away, or they're going to give them away too. If you live in an area where you can grow some of your own stuff, try and grow some of your own stuff. So really, to kind of wrap this up, I want to encourage you to eat fruits, vegetables, drinking clean water, finding your rice and your beans and your lentils and all those things, your seeds and nuts. Just find them where you can and just be at whatever level. Don't worry about getting the best of the best. If you can, cool. But if not, find at what price point you can get, because having some kind of vegetables and fruits and quality food in your diet is better than skipping it entirely. We all deserve to be able to be healthy and feel healthy. Hopefully this helps and makes you feel better about buying some different things. Use some of those tips and ideas that I mentioned, and yeah, here's to your health. So I'll talk with you later. Bye.